You might type.
I'm mic type. Can you hear me alright?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Even want to look this way?
Yeah, not too bad.
It's all good, isn't it?
That'll do then.
You're quite quiet today, Mike.
Alright.
And
different
action.
Which one of me?
You're number one.
Just turn me up a little bit.
What did you send me that screenshot for?
Give me a little tweak.
I want to get everyone onto number 3, I reckon. Them two are a little
quick
bit louder.
Look, that one's on today. It's all my
They're loud now, don't they?
These are all, they're actually all socks. That's getting slandered by the socks.
Right. Pod track's on again. We're going to go for episode number 8.
Episode number 8 of the pod.
Yeah.
We're on the night shift tonight.
I know, it's like 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock.
10 past 9. 10 past
oh
9,
God.
mate. Best make it a short one.
We've had some Foggy eaters.
Yeah. Been on a big scran.
Oh, he's been cooking up.
Me and Mike were here quite late because we was out doing a bit of nighttime shift on the mountain bikes, which was a proper bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, it's
I
great.
just walked about 20 miles, Mike.
Yeah, but you cased a route and bent the rim in.
Oi, the tire was
Is the
flat
rim bent in and there's juice everywhere?
The rim was bent in.
We are missing something, by the way.
What?
The jingle.
Episode 8 of the podcast.
Yes.
Sound.
Right, let's go.
So yeah, went out on the mountain bikes. Got a flat tyre, proper like out the arse end of QE. I've had to push the bike, but obviously pitch black. So I thought, sound, I've got my light, I'll just push the bike. Light died, and like the darkest bit. So I found out I'm scared of the dark.
What?
Scared of leaves.
You break that bike every time you go out on it?
Nah, most times, but it's obviously shit, isn't it? But it's alright. We're gonna take it to Chris at Berkshire Cycles.
What?
He'll sort it out for us.
You fixed that, won't he?
He'll fix it up. He's the man.
I was going to say, and it's not your bike, you don't really care either.
No, I'm like factory mountain bike rider, aren't I?
Factory goes out.
To be fair, when it broke, I did sort of half think about saying to Mike, "You best push this one back. I'll take your one."
And I said, "Piss off."
I did have to take your light though, mate. Get this shit. So they come out from a trail when I was pushing it back, and I've literally seen someone. I've been shitting myself for the last half an hour walking back in the dark, and someone's come out on a mountain bike. I thought it's got to be them. So I was going, oh, like that, mate. He shit his pants and rode off. Proper shit himself.
Do you remember that time when we went and we was with Brett and that, and then you lot all rode off, and it was dusky, wasn't it?
You come out of nowhere.
I got lost, mate, and I mean proper lost as well. I was pushing it up a hill, yeah, like a vertical hill. I was like, I don't know where the road is, nothing. I was well lost. Mike had to come and find me.
Honestly, he come out up this trail, yeah, I didn't even know he was there. I was like, how? He goes, I was all the way over there. I'm like, how did you get over there? He goes, don't know, I got lost.
I'm not good in the dusky conditions.
Nah, it's good.
I'm no good on a mountain bike, running off.
No, I'm not good on the mountain bike either.
We've got Jim with us.
Oh yeah, we've got to mention
Jim the camera stand.
How we doing?
Jim the tripod kid.
There we go. Cheers, Dan.
Here we
I
go.
don't really know why they call you that, but it's quite a cool name, isn't it? Catchy.
He come back last week, didn't he? Marder
Yeah,
Championship.
Marder comeback. How was Marder?
It was good fun, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Smashing in the beer tent and then had good weekends riding as well.
Yeah, beer tent was good crap, wasn't it?
Didn't actually intend on doing any riding, but I ended up doing quite a bit.
Did you do a bit of crashing, Jim? Was a bit of crashing going on?
Jim crashed. Yeah.
Me,
Did he?
Me and Jake Brown crashed. We decided to turn in about 4 foot early into the corner and we just hit the bank, went arse over tip. Smashed the life out of it. But
Conditions were bad for
yeah,
vision.
it was misty, wasn't it? Couldn't see
I've
anything.
got a feeling 100 flugels the night before probably didn't help. But
Yeah, we sent it pretty big in the beer tent. No, that was not.
No, it was that night.
It was that night. I don't remember a lot that night.
We 4 AM'd it.
We did a big job, didn't we? We kicked out of the
Come back to the truck to see Dan for a bit.
yeah, like that bastards. I had a big day coming up, so I went to bed early and then
Kept up with Would You Rathers at 4 a.m.
yeah.
I thought, I'm not having this. He can't be going to sleep yet. You know what I mean? But there's no way he's going to sleep.
He's not going to sleep
You
yet.
boys had a
You're
sugar
awake.
rush, that's why.
Me and Jim were sat like this, yeah, and Dan's there, and I was like, there's no way. I was loving life as well. I was eating chocolate buttons, yeah, and I was just going, Dan. And I was going, oh, fucking prick. Throw chocolate button at him. And he just went like this, he just pulled his duvet, he's like, what? I was like,
it then, for the
would
next
you
half
rather have dicks for hands or dicks for feet?
What was his comeback?
He didn't answer.
I don't know.
I don't want either of them.
Dicks for feet, wasn't it?
Dicks for feet, yeah. And then Jim was going on about, would you wear shoes or condoms? Oh mate, it's so random. Nah, what a mega weekend! Like,
It was
so
unreal.
what Brits there? Ollie Peters was there. Louis and Freddie were there.
Luke
Yeah,
Banksy was there.
Keeney was there.
Yeah.
Jack Rogers was there.
Jack Rogers.
Jack
there,
Rogers,
Beeve.
us,
It was massive, wasn't it?
Aussie.
Ozzy, Jake.
Oh, it was mega
Mate, it's
weekend.
really busy. So
Yeah, it was
like,
hectic.
mega. And then, yeah, it's just proper 10 out of 10 would recommend. I rode with a passenger Jake,
Yeah.
won the opening moto of the weekend, Holeshot to win.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah,
Smashed it that race. I
proper-
did watch
I
that
was
one.
nearly being sick 3 laps to go.
Oh, mate.
But yeah, piece of cake passing. And then,
Easy, innit, really?
what did I do? I rode the right chair with Dion.
Yeah. How'd you get on that?
It was alright. Like, when the track was rough and I was struggling, mate, I took my left foot off somehow. I stabbed my foot on the floor going through some
Oh.
holes, man. My hip is still
Is it?
Yeah.
Realigned yourself.
So yeah. But no,
It
mine
was
was
good.
mega.
Lars picked peg 45 or something for my first race.
Mate, me and Jake picked number 32. I said, get to the front.
Oh, wow.
So he just went to the front.
Wow.
Jazzed the golf ball in early. And
Yeah, we conveniently picked that gate 8 for everyone I rode with. Number 8 will do. Not too obvious. Discreet enough.
Stole the ball.
You're right, man. At the start, didn't he?
Huh?
From second row,
Yeah, he
didn't
did. Yeah, because I
Did,
picked his
didn't he?
next. I picked his peg for the next one and picked like peg 30 something. He was well fuming, but he did actually nearly gate it.
From second row?
Yeah,
Second
it was
row.
well good.
Mate, your old man must have rammed almost everyone that was at Marder.
I did see it.
He hit the gates so he was creeping, and I was like, for the second race, he was on the front row. He was like creeping. I was like, that's a bit keen. And then literally he just went flat out, bang, hit the gate. I was like, what was he doing? And then he had to come through, and he was ramming big time.
They're proper getting it. Keeney was saying, because obviously he's riding with Keeney, wasn't he? And Keeney was like, he was speaking to Largmat. Largmat's like, you know, it's a really fun race. Everyone's so respectful and so friendly. And Dave was like, mate, I don't know what race you've been watching. We've steamrolled everyone.
I got round a few times. Cops ran me.
Yeah.
2 corners into the first race.
Dirty orange bastard.
No, fucking went out of order.
Yeah, Dion was upset, I think, because I touched him a couple of times. Went on the start, I think.
I can't count on the start, does it?
And then
You had a crash, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
me and Keeney had a big crash. Well, not a big crash, but it was quite a decent crash.
Big enough for Keane.
I thought you clipped the bank on the inside.
Nah, Keeney didn't even want him supposed to be riding with me. I just said to that. Well, I was rode with John Murch in the first race in the licence class, and then I don't think John thought I meant to do both races. He thought I'd just get him for one, and then I was literally sat waiting for him in the pit box on my own, and I was like, oh, he's taking a bit of a while. To be fair, I thought. I said to Jim, "You seen John?" And he's like, "Yep, he's over there having a beer." I was like, "Oh, he's coming over."
It was only the fact that he had his kit off that meant that he wasn't riding. Because
Yeah.
having a beer between races ain't uncommon.
No, the beer wasn't the main problem. The no kit was the biggest problem. So
Yeah.
I said to Dave, I think you're on, mate, and he wasn't best pleased about it. To be fair,
He didn't look very well.
no, I was like, "Don't worry, mate, we'll go steady." And then
It's the famous words, isn't
Yeah.
it? We go steady, don't worry. Oh, I've got the old shot.
We was on the
upside down.
line, yeah, and I was prepping all the start, like packing it down and that, and he was like, you know, and then I was like, "Oh, we'll put the start device on, shall we?" And he was like, "Fucking hell, I thought we were taking it steady." I was like, "Yeah, I want to get a start though." And then got a start, whole shotted it, and then literally just back over fronted it straight away in the first corner.
I was loving that laugh, mate.
Fucking
There's
hell.
sidecars flying everywhere.
Oh, mate.
I'll come out in second.
By the time the bike
I was
was over,
sat
I
behind
was
doors.
stood on the handlebars, and I just thought, I'm definitely going to break my collarbone now, and then bang into the floor.
I'll give you a smack on the head as you come past.
Yeah, cheers. Then me and Dave had a nice steady race after that, so I didn't lie, but we did have a big crash. Yeah,
Just wanted a good something for the spectators to see.
yeah, definitely.
For the fans.
It was
It's
on
freestyling.
Everyone saw it. It was on camera.
I rode with Little
Yeah.
Beeve.
Oh yeah, little beaver.
I took Little Beeve out. So that's pretty funny actually, wasn't it? So he was meant to be riding with Banksy. And then I just said, Little Beeve, I was like, no, you get on with me. Jim will get on with you. So
Yeah.
Jim's doing a race at this point. Like the race
Jim's
before.
getting signed up.
So
He's not
Jim's
even
done
there. Yeah.
the first race and the second race. And I thought, yeah, you know, he'll do that.
You'll have another one.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Oh,
It
no,
was
it's the
only
middle one
first-
actually, yeah. So he's
Yeah.
just been spanked by Jake.
Yeah.
And I thought, Jim will do it. So he's come in. I've gone, Jim, you're on with Banksy. He went, yeah, all right, I'll just go and get a drink. And then we're waiting. I'm waiting. And then we're putting the bikes on the line. And George is going, fucking, I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah, I was shitting it and all because I felt sick, and I was like, I thought I can't do it. I thought I actually can't do it. I thought Jim better turn up, and I was pushing the bike to the line. My goggles were basically just complete fog as
Couldn't see
well.
nothing out of them, could you?
I was like, oh mate, this is going to be horrific.
Basically, Jim had forgotten.
On the way from the track back to the truck, I completely forgot. I sat down and had a can of Coke. Mark Banks came around shouting at me, telling me how to take the ride. I had to run back to the start line. I was knackered before I got there.
So yeah, me and Little B cracked a Holeshot, and then I think it's well foggy when I literally couldn't see anything.
It was dangerous, wasn't it?
And I was thinking, oh, this is alright. And then 2 laps in, someone that was just wobbling around was like just in the way, and they stopped in front of me. So I was like, thought I'm not going to smash them out the way enough. I just sat there and waited for them, and then eventually they got going, but some mate had passed me. And then after a bit, I thought there's like 2 laps going. I was thinking, man, I'm not even going to win the B group. Like what? So anyway, 1 lap ball come out, and I just thought, I should let him have it now. He actually done really well. I was impressed.
I rode with John Murch in the second. No, I rode with John in on the Sunday again.
Yeah.
And we gated it, and it was good. No, did Jack gate it? Oh,
yeah, Jack Rogers gated it. Yeah.
I did a lap behind Jack, and then he nearly crashed in the
into the last corner.
In the soft corner in the right-hander, and then went past him, and then me and John led it for a while. It was good.
John looked good when he was riding me in that one.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and then he nearly come out. We went a little off-track excursion for a little while, trying to get back on the track. But other than that, it was well good. Yeah.
How funny was practice?
What like, first? Yeah, I did
on
do
the
practice,
first day. It was just like I just got down there and I was like, who am I actually riding with? And I thought, well, I'm passenger in Jay. And I was like, well, yeah. So obviously I'm not going to do that. And then I just couldn't find anyone to ride with. So Velman's rocked up in his quad for the next practice session. Went, get on. Yeah. So he was on. Yeah, so I done practice with Velman.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
Got in a massive pile up, and I was literally stopped, and Roger Lagerman just hit me flat out, gone flying off the track, crashing. I was like, what a legend. That was just carnage.
I saw Dave in the morning walking like back the opposite way, like towards. He must have been going to the toilet or something. And I was like, all right, mate. He was like, not good. I was like, oh dear. And then I came back, and Dad was like, yeah, so you riding with me here, Dave? And he was like, what do you mean? He's like, you're on with me. He was like, oh fucking hell. And then I saw him in practice, and he did not look very well.
Looked like the last few laps of 30+2.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was very well on Saturday.
I was really bad Saturday. I had to do a tyre.
You're not selling the weekend. It was a mega weekend.
That was unreal.
Such a good weekend.
I felt brilliant all weekend.
You two were sick in the morning, weren't you?
Oh, was it?
Shut up.
Well, you were sick.
No.
Damn.
Dodgy Frickendale, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Dodgy chips.
Dodgy chip mayo.
Yeah, that
chip van was dangerous.
Chip van was dangerous.
Yeah.
Get caught swinging at chip van.
And there was an after party.
Yeah, 2 after parties, wasn't there? Someone had set their awning up, had trees in it.
Well, we should say thanks to the Van der Velts for all their beer.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, karaoke.
And absolutely trashing the place, yeah.
I had a rap battle with someone.
You did actually?
Yeah, I done a bit of Jerry Cinnamon on Saturday night.
How does that go?
Canter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not singing it.
Cool. What did you get solo then?
I know, you should have seen it when I was there.
I did.
But yeah, so that's Marder. But big news, really. British GP, Foxhill.
That's huge.
I think we'll get straight onto that.
Yeah, we should, yeah.
Well happy.
Brad's pulled out.
I'm actually not happy. I was fuming. I was ready for retirement. Now I can't retire, can I? So
yeah.
Have to stick out another year.
Well, just till May. Season could be done in May.
A few of mine have been.
Mine was done in May this year, wasn't it? So
have another little go.
Yeah, Ryan will do it.
Yeah. It's the end of May, so we ain't sure.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Just start later.
How many GPs is before it?
2. So we won't get to that one.
Oh. Yeah, but you don't have to do them.
Yeah, if you missed the first one.
Just miss Cramlin.
Then we can do the first race at Vauxhall and we'll be sound, won't we?
Yeah. So does that mean the bike's not for sale anymore?
Yeah, still for sale. Still for sale. Price drop. If I sell it, I can't ride, can I? Save myself some money.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, I think Vauxhall would be really good. British GP. Well good for spectating.
Yeah.
Good
Brad's going to put on a smashing meeting again because he nailed it at Cusses.
That was good.
He didn't have nothing to work with, did he?
No.
And he managed to nail it, so I think this one's going to be so good. He's buzzing to run.
Will he have help from Cookie and that or not?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's flat out.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, they're going to change the track and all that.
Are they?
Make it really good for lefts.
Yeah.
So all you right hand homos can have it.
Yeah, all we're doing around the whole track is going right. Oh, jump right. Oh, another jump right.
That'll do me.
Off Canberra Run.
It's just basically a speedway track.
Yeah. Mike's going to need 15 Sidecar mud guards that weekend.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I didn't break one this year.
No mud guards.
No mud guards.
I've had one mud guard all year actually.
Ryan folded my 1.5. Like,
Yeah, your one's
after
been on its last
practice.
legs for a long time, hasn't it?
No, I once got my Josh Chamberlain on it. It's been.
I've been beating it with a hammer for the last fucking 6 weeks.
You've had a bit of metal underneath it as well, Dan.
Yeah, I know, sort it out.
I was beating it with a hammer before the Nations to get it straight.
Well, straighten her up.
Yeah. It did actually work.
That mudguard's been heated up, straightened, all sorts. Yeah. Bit tight now, but we've ridden at Foxhill, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bit of a mixed bag.
Well,
You had a podium there, didn't you, Mike?
Mike was good
Yeah.
there. I remember was you having good battles with Gary?
Yeah, Gary and
Campbell.
Campbell. Yeah,
Mike
Campbell's
was
going
taking on
right
the
there,
paddies.
wasn't he?
When was that?
2017. When Matt Connor fell out.
Oh, with Jay.
And went in the helicopter.
So I was riding with Scotty G that year.
Yeah.
And Scott was going on about how buzzing he was to ride Foxhill, like so.
I
happy
never.
about it.
I just remember the moment.
And I was like, I'd done a lap, and there's some big jumps there, and I was pretty excited about it. And I thought, second lap, I thought, decent sized step down, I've got this. So I come past Mike. Whoa.
I literally,
mate.
he come past me. I looked at him. I thought, I don't think he's going fast enough.
Just proper spanning myself, like big time.
It was a
Bent
big
the
crash.
forks, Scott smashed all his face in. Your dad literally come over, like I was pretty battered. Your dad come over to me like, how the fuck have you managed that? Second lap of practice and you're fucking throwing it down the track. And I was like,
Was he sympathetic?
yeah, really sympathetic.
Yeah, as
You
usual.
make sure you're alright.
Yeah, he gave me a shoulder to cry and all that.
I bet.
Well, he wasn't too happy because he was changing a set of forks.
It must have done the handlebars and all that as well, didn't it?
Oh yeah, the rear wheel landed on my head.
I remember like the front number plate being gone and everything.
British.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we was
dusty,
there
wasn't
again,
it?
weren't we? The year after. And it
Yeah, I
got
was
cancelled,
watching.
yeah.
I was buzzing for that because I had a broken collarbone at the time.
Did you not? Did you not? Were you not there at all?
Yeah. I went out and practiced, didn't I? I rode.
Oh, did you?
And then I was like, I said, I don't think I can actually ride today. And they cancelled. They were like, oh, who's in the thing of cancel? I was like, yeah, cancel it, too dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were Brownie going, you wanted that to be cancelled. I was like, yeah.
It was dusty. I
It was
remember
proper dusty.
I took a Piriton in the morning that day.
What is a Piriton?
A hay fever
Hay
tablet.
fever.
But I
Is
didn't know
that in
that.
the wider
I
spec?
didn't know that they were fucking drowsy ones, mate. I was fucking tired, like really tired, and I was like, I don't know what's up with me. I thought, I feel shit today, and then I didn't realise that I'd had a Piriton because it was dead sunny. I was
You had
like,
the night nurse, not the day nurse.
yeah, bad.
What
Mum was
about?
like, yeah, you take them ones at night, you know. I was like, oh right, I'll do that in the future.
Talking about hay fever, going off, I don't think it's been nowhere near as bad this year as it has been.
Oh mate, this last 2 years have been the worst 2 years of my life.
It's different. People are different. I've been alright the last few years. I normally get it
This
savage.
year I've had it a bit, but the year before and the year before that, honestly, I thought I
Maybe I can't remember this year, but last year it was so bad.
Yeah,
Right,
last year was
Sidecar
bad.
versus solo football.
Fucking
anyone?
hell, you want to shout a bit more?
I've got to get us off the hay fever topic.
Mate, I've got fucking headphones on here.
His eardrums just popped round.
I'm sorry about that.
I thought about it.
Yeah, I ain't talking about hay fever.
Sidecar versus what? Passenger driver football game?
Yeah, I put Sidecar versus solo, but I don't want no solos touching me up in the changing rooms.
No.
What about sidecars versus quads?
Nah, I think riders versus passengers.
How long ago did we do that? We did that a little while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to do it again.
4 years
Yeah.
ago, 2020. we did
Is that
it.
what it was?
Do you know what I think we should do?
Oh, I'm into that.
Rider versus passenger boxing match. Like, we could do a fight night.
I'll fight you.
Yeah.
That'd be
How
great
much
fun.
organising time do you think we've got? Brad's already got enough on his plate.
Yeah,
I think he can manage a football game.
I've bought some boxing gloves.
Do a bit of fundraising at the football game.
Me and Dan can live
I
stream it
thought
here.
you could do the boxing at Foxhill for
What?
entertainment.
What? We all just jump in
Yeah,
like
like ring at the beer tent.
Do you want to replace Last Chance with a scrap?
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
good idea.
But like, I'm on purpose not going out in the race.
Nah, football. I think of football.
It was good last time, but the pitch was too short. But
Was
other than
it?
that, yeah.
I'm being a defender,
Yeah.
and there's no red or yellow cards allowed.
I'm into that one, Mike. I like that. That's all I can do, really.
Jim's like, no high feet.
I'm not going.
We're not playing AstroTurf either because it hurts when you slide about.
It was Astro last time.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
That.
I think proper football pitch.
I think so.
And I'd be well into that.
We're not actually meant to do slide tackles on the Astro.
Come on, Brad.
No, not really.
Put the GP to one side for a minute. We'll have a little football.
Yeah, can you
game,
get the
shall we?
football game going, please? And then we'll talk about the real stuff after.
Yeah.
You could do a bit of fundraising. I think the football thing was a charity.
Was one it?
Yeah, what we can raise it for the GP.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about.
Kitty in for the beer tent.
Are we setting up a flugel stand?
Got to get it
It's
Flugel
got
out
to
of
be.
it.
It's got to be.
Not for ourselves, obviously.
No.
No.
For some other people to sample.
Yeah, to get the Flugel into England, yeah. It is pretty special. And no one believed the hype, did they, when we got to Marder about the Flugel and then.
Well, I don't know if anyone else actually had any because we drunk them all.
Well, I'm pretty sure Murchie was sampled a few.
Yeah, but
And Cameron had a fair few.
Cameron had
there was boxes everywhere.
There was a lot of them got done, didn't it?
Are they just like a normal thing? You just go buy in the supermarket over there, like a box of Flugels?
I don't know.
I've never
only
seen
assumed so.
I've never seen them anywhere other than Marder.
Yeah, it's quite popular over there, though, I think.
It's only
Was Morris.
appetizer stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, like
it's like, what? I don't know.
it's apple sours type.
Apple sour sort of stuff,
Yeah,
innit?
it's only like 10%, but
Yeah.
They're so nice.
yeah, I love
What
it.
flavour is it? Strawberry?
It's red.
Cherry.
Red flavour.
It's
Yeah,
red
red,
flavour.
that's
It's red. Or pink flavour, yeah.
Jake thought I had a picture of chicken on the front of it.
We need that picture of you with your tongue. That picture's so funny. Yeah,
I
pink
wasn't
tongue.
there. I was not there.
Oh, shut up.
Right, should we target Jim for a minute? Seeing as he's our guest, we'll let him have some.
The Kids and Sidecars champ.
Yeah, so let's list it off. We've got Kids and Sidecars 2013, B Group champ,
B
your
Group
rookie
champ.
season.
First,
Rookie
yeah.
half a season.
Wait, it's not B group though, is it? It's like
was
the
B
under.
group.
Yeah, it was big group.
Was it not under 13s or?
No.
Yeah, they called it B, but it was to the CC, like little Sidecars. Basically.
Yeah.
On the KX100,
Yeah, flat out.
that's where it all started, wasn't it? Well,
That
Crazy
cake was
start.
mine first, actually, have you know?
that's made some careers, that has.
My old man had that built for me. I used to ride it on my own, flat out, doing jumps on it.
Yeah, I remember you being at 4 marks.
That explains a lot. Who's had that now? Because we've had it, you've had it,
Banksy's had it.
Banksy's had it,
Someone else, I can't think who's got it now.
Eastman had it.
Eastman had it, that's it. Matt Connor's got it now, I think.
Is it?
I wanted
Yeah.
to buy that bike.
I want it
back.
back.
I really want to buy it back.
Yeah.
I'd buy it back, do it up, and then like let people use it.
Yeah.
But I want the bike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I want to ride. I want to go to Strasbesmarkt, do that tabletop again.
You probably ain't grown much.
You ain't grown much, but you'll be a bit heavier. One of these
Yeah.
stiffer shots.
Yeah.
So where are we starting? When
So what championship? So you won the Kids and Sidecars, you won the Nora.
And I won the net twice.
What year did you win the Nora? 21?
21 in the Nora, 22, 23 net.
Mate, animal. How many championships you won, George?
none.
How many championships you won, Mike?
None.
How many championships have I won? None.
Won the fucking beer tent championship.
I won that. Lead off.
Jim
We
did
won
actually
it.
win.
We got
Yeah,
that together.
as a team, yeah.
Oh, you pussied out first night.
Oh, you did actually.
I didn't pussy out. I
Nearly died.
did nearly die. Yeah. I had to take myself away
Yeah.
before
So
I fell over.
yeah, what's been like your favourite championship that you've won? Like, do any of them actually mean anything?
Jim's done a lot of driving around.
I've enjoyed it. Oh, mate, yeah. Amount of miles I did the last 2 years for the net with Liam. Yeah, it was good fun, though. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I enjoyed it.
Which one were you more proud of?
It's got to be the Nora, hasn't it?
I think
I
Nora
mean,
was-
when you went to the net, you were sort of like the only ones there that were actually any good.
And
yeah,
toe
yeah.
to toe,
You know.
toe to toe with the Scar brothers for the
It was
championship.
exciting, that.
Nearly fucking lost it and all.
Luckily, they knocked themselves out, didn't they?
They did knock themselves
They had
out.
a crash and Jim.
That's
finished
because
it,
we missed a round, that's why. You fucking leave me alone. Tarnishing my record is.
Yeah, so, I think, yeah. No, the Kids and Sidecars, that's international, man.
Yeah, exactly. We were the first to win it.
Toe-to-toe
First.
the Lions.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, proper, I was
Yeah,
toast.
that season was carnage. wasn't it?
Hectic, wasn't it?
Like,
From
we
the
actually
minute we
spoke
started.
about Dunkirk. I think we spoke about us riding around the track backwards, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of the earlier episodes.
Like, we really didn't know what we was doing. I kept taking my foot off round rights because I thought I was riding solo. There's a video of all this.
Oh, yeah, you desperately need to get that footage because
Yeah,
that's so
I will
good.
get it out there one day.
Me fully committing to a right when
I feel like Heidi's got good
we weren't even
footage.
moving.
I feel like Heidi's got good stuff from some things, hasn't she?
Is she?
Maybe, but
There's like a full Spain vlog somewhere.
I've got a whole hard drive of it.
Have
Of
you?
like
stuff,
all
yeah.
the kids, all the first way,
Because
yeah.
did your old man actually made a proper footrest on that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
did
made
it-
the footrest, but then it was too narrow and I couldn't use the back brakes. We've done a year without a back brake. But
He wouldn't put a subframe on the back mudguard so the back mudguard wouldn't fold over. Ran myself over in Varsfeld.
Was in the back wheel, Jim.
Yeah, right in the back wheel, and then Dan rode off up one of the ski jumps. I had to run up behind him.
yeah, we done loads of crashing that.
So we must have crashed nearly every time we
I
stepped
remember
foot
you
on that bike.
crashing at Londonairs that time on that little. Do you remember that little kids track? at
High,
London, innit?
we were going to
Your
do a
high
hot
side.
lap, weren't we? And in the first corner
Oh my
of the
God.
hot lap, I come in, high-sided it, big time.
Yeah, big, didn't we?
I just went, we high-sided, fucked off right, went over the bank, you come out and I was dragging you along. And
You
then
smashed me
crashed,
through that.
yeah.
We went through that little gully between the two banks and just nailed me straight off the bank.
Do you remember we used to ride the pit bike sidecar in the farm at, where Dad lived?
That was bungalow.
At the bungalow.
That was dangerous.
Do you not remember in the field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick, wasn't it? I remember Jim used to ride in wellies. And,
Do you remember
Got me welly boots on.
You threw me out the back and dragged me the whole way down the front, and Dad was
'cause
living
were going
his
left.
new lid on.
Yeah, we were going left, and I was like, "Fucking hell, Jim's holding the chair down well good." And I looked left, and Jim was just bouncing along the floor on his back, and I was like, "Oh, that's why."
I remember, what would he have been then? About 7 or 8? I would have been.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I remember the old man coming over livid, took the helmet straight off because it's his brand new helmet.
Nah,
Okay.
it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was his laser helmet.
Nah, it wasn't new.
No, I remember not being very happy about it.
Nah, it was the old laser with the old fin on it.
Yeah. It was new at the time.
Remember the old fins? They're sick, weren't they?
They're Jeremy McGrath style,
Yeah,
weren't
it's sick. I
We used
like
to we used to go to Ashdown and pretend we were doing the whole track. Jim used to make me cut it and stop.
Fucking knackered. We just I forgot
I've
about
got a feeling this might be the first time. The first time we come out with this.
that. I was knackered. We
And
just
then-
stopped waiting at the top.
We got rumbled because Mark started timing our laps and they were really inconsistent.
Oh, we
yeah.
have a little sit
We
down.
used to have a little rest like in the woods, like in between the track.
Oh, man, that's so
Why
fun.
did you cut the track?
Because Jim
I was
was
knackered.
tired.
I was absolutely seated. Well, I got up the big hill like with my arm wrapped over the handrail like that because I couldn't hold on no more.
That's fucking well fun. I didn't know about that at all.
There you go. Broke it, yeah.
It's
But
exclusive.
no, there was a lot of stuff went on, wasn't it? Like, and then so you quit halfway through that year, didn't you?
Shaz Bessenbach was my last role to you.
I just
That's
remember like it must have been so stressful because like I didn't even know where like a spanner was in the toolbox or anything. Like we were literally useless, weren't we?
Your dad was quite stressed. I went and bought myself a sausage and egg McMuffin once and he lost his head at me.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember Jim pushing like the KX used to live in the shed. Didn't
Oh.
it?
Oh, mate. Yeah, and the chair, we used to unbolt the chair, didn't we?
Yeah, the chair used to be unbolted and put in the back of the van, like on top of the other bike, and then
Mate.
Jim was pushing the KX back through the back door of the garage one day, and it dropped off the back door and it landed on Dad's chop saw. It snapped the handle off the chop saw. And I was laughing about it, and Dad was fucking fuming, like he was well livid.
Well
yeah.
angry. Yeah.
What was that, a DeWalt one? Is that
No, it was like
McKee?
his old. Do you remember his old Hitachi one?
Oh,
the green
yeah.
one?
That's
No,
rubbish.
proper
Yeah,
long
it was
time ago.
fucking
Yeah.
well funny,
Snapped
yeah.
the handle clean off it.
Yeah, he wasn't too bothered about it, was he?
No, I didn't upset him. Didn't let it
Do you
get to him.
remember some of like some of the most exciting things that I remember was making tea in the back while we were going along, and we just end up burnt every time. I remember
Yeah.
once we had a pot of tea on the side, and your dad slammed on. It went all over me and Zach.
Oh mate,
Covered.
we used to laugh.
The journeys
at it.
used to be some of the best bits.
We used to go on the ferry, didn't we? Go up on the ferry and just get mullered on Monster Energy.
George was just
We were just
cheating
loving
top
life.
right.
Dad and Nick must have just been pure stressed, and we were just like absolutely oblivious. Just fucking like get on the ferry, can a Monster, let's have it.
Basically,
Let's have it.
we'd
Yeah.
go there, have a row, loading up, get on the ferry, get the other side, get shouted at, cry, ride badly, go home.
Go home.
Do the same again next week.
Cry the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that time when we got up to that meeting, and this is when you had the Honda, and Dad started pouring fuel in the bike, and I was just looking at this can of fuel, and I said, Dad, that ain't the can. Like that is not the can of fuel. Do you know what I mean? And he was like,
I know this
and
story.
he's like, what do you mean? I was like, that's not the can. Dan's put the wrong can in, and you know you've always got like a can of fuel that's just like a bag of shit.
Yeah, just a load of mixed up shit.
It was that can. And then Dad was like, fucking hell. So then we had to borrow fuel, all sorts of shit was going on, wasn't
Why
it?
would you leave a 14-year-old in charge of that?
Sometimes you do wonder.
Yeah, you did have quite a lot. I remember that time when we were going somewhere and you
Dunkirk.
snapped that main jet in that carb.
Something was going on that, like, we didn't know if we were going or not. Like, it was really last minute.
Dad was ill.
Something was going on, yeah. And then we didn't know if it was going or not. And then we just got the phone call, like, we're going as soon as we get back.
Yeah.
Like, load the bikes up and everything. And George has gone to me, did you change the main jet? I've gone, oh, shit, no, I haven't. So I quickly done it. And obviously, I've never changed a main jet before. Proper tried to FT it and snapped her clean off. I've gone, George, I've snapped the main jet.
I just remember you looking at me now, just white as a ghost, and I was like, you snapped the main jet, hadn't you? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, fuck. And I didn't even know how to get it out. It just lucky it just came out. Like,
Yeah.
it
Do you
was-
remember
it was
we
well
kept
done.
that secret for quite a while, and then your dad was going, "Oh, I swear we had 3 one night."
Yeah, that's what caught us out in the end, I think. Yeah, we got done. But
Yeah. Pure stress, wasn't it?
yeah, it was good times though.
And then what? So yeah, you quit halfway through that year.
Then you had Noah on.
Yeah.
He had no Kuipers.
And then you come back for I needed a
15.
passenger for 15,
2015.
and then just decided to come back and do it?
No. I got Dad and begged me to come back under the pretense that we weren't going to be riding every weekend. And we must have gone out and rode every weekend from January on to about June.
So that was the time we went to Dunkirk, wasn't it? And we was having bike problems. And
proper bike problems.
I was trying to signal whether the bike was working or not, and lost the bars, and we had a big crash.
That was a big one.
Big signal up.
That was the same weekend that we didn't have to warm bikes up. We just kept seizing motors.
We must have pushed more miles than we did road that weekend.
went out on the 500, seized it up. It was about -7. Went out on Stu's bike, seized it up. So then, by the time they'd fixed the Honda, then we warmed it up, and then it was having gearbox problems. The dogs were slipping on the gearbox.
Oh yeah, this was Mike's first weekend back as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was the gazebo gone in the night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What happened that weekend, Mike? What's your rundown on that weekend? I cried a lot that weekend.
So did I.
Your dad was going mental at me because he was going, "What is the bike doing?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
I literally do not. Basically, obviously, the drive it was slipping, like the gears were slipping. So I was like, "I don't know what's going on," and he was just. I was crying behind.
He nearly killed me. He gave me ibuprofen after that track, after that crash. I'm asthmatic. That nearly done me in. Spent the rest of the weekend on like smashing all my inhalers. I thought I was going to die.
I knocked myself out cold and all.
Yeah, he cleaned me out.
Was that when you ate the dodgy hot dogs, or
No,
was that the time before? Was that a couple of years earlier?
Yeah.
Smashed all the face out my helmet and everything, didn't we?
Yeah.
Grab rail come round and
I
smashed
couldn't
in the
even
mush.
do the track.
Right.
I nearly died there as well, Jim.
Why?
Well, we had the gazebo disappear in the night, didn't we?
Was this when you were going in your work van, weren't you?
Yeah, it was just
international racing in your work van.
yeah, sleeping under the bike and that, proper champ.
In the rough.
Oh, we got back to bed and it was freezing, wasn't it? There.
Yeah, it was
So
like -4 then.
So I woke up.
Started the bike up for a bit of walk.
I've opened my little gas hob up. Just turned the gas hob burners on flat. I thought I'll just stay awake while it's on. Asleep, mate. Out. I am out asleep. Liam is like done. He's passed out. I've literally woken up proper like, what the fuck's going on? Like not feeling good. He's nearly on fire. I've undone the van door, turned it all off, and I was trying to wake him up, and he's come round and he's like, I really don't feel very well.
That was like, windy that weekend, wasn't it?
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
It was just always so
Did
cold
your bike-
whenever we went there.
Did your bike break down as well?
Yeah, at the further. It's always at the furthest point away,
That's
innit?
why I pushed you
Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And you're like, oh, is it going to end?
Yeah.
And I didn't really have any spares either at the time, so it's sort of like it was broke, and that was that.
I remember after being there and rebuilding a motor for you two.
Yeah. Well, there was the MTH was being pulled apart and the 500 Honda was being pulled apart.
Yeah. We've done a lot of that.
There's been a lot of blending.
Building engines on the back of fucking...
I haven't.
In the backs of vans.
I remember once your dad had the CR250 apart on the bench at Oplu.
Yeah.
And then he's knocked it off the bench.
Oh
It's
my
all in
God.
bits. It's just landed in sand. He's gone, fuck this. I've proper lost his edge. And I've come back and Zach is there, brake cleaner and everything. He cleaned everything back up.
God.
Zach's actually pretty good like that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he would actually do something like that. I bet he had to pick everything up.
Yeah, he did. I think he was scared.
Oh yeah, probably was.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
He thought he's going to shout at me.
Yeah, I remember it happening.
Oh man, it's funny that was.
Why was he rebuilding it at meeting?
Because we started up and seized up like ticking over before we went out.
I think I was there.
Yeah, you were. And I rode the 500 Honda that day.
Oh, was
We
that
sat
a
at
mill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
And
there.
then we rebuilt the other motor.
Well, where did we ride the next day then?
Well, we rode Oplu in the afternoon. So I rode Mill in the morning, and you rode Oplu in the afternoon.
Oh, we
And
didn't
we
ride
just
the next
watched
day.
Mill. We watched the MON at Mill.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I remember that. Oplu was quite good, wasn't it?
We rode there.
Yeah. So then we rode together. How many? You didn't last long in 15, did you?
No, you didn't make it to fucking Diss, I don't think.
I remember
It was the weekend of
we were
this,
loading up for this.
That was your fault, I quit.
You were doing not a lot.
Yeah.
George went to say, oh man, he's been on his fucking phone the whole time. No way, man. If you don't want to be, you can fuck off phone then. I just picked the shit up and went up.
One part to go, was it?
So, yeah, got AD Matthews out of retirement again.
Haiti Matthews, yeah. That was fun.
I was quite happily retired after that.
Yeah, so then when did you come back after that?
2017, George got me back out.
That was
West
after
Mill.
that, wasn't it?
2017, West Mill.
Yeah, but you didn't ride. You
Me,
didn't.
me
You
and
only
you had a
did.
little razz out, didn't we, at Westmere?
Oswaldbury
once,
did, yeah.
You kept burning your boot, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a big hole in the boot. Burned my leg on the exhaust. It was savage, really.
Yeah, so you did a bit, but you came back in 18, I reckon.
No, he came to Spain with us in 16.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like inconsistently, you rode.
Yeah, my first full season back was 18,
But yeah, we went to Spain in 2016. You must have got your camper.
That was carnage.
That was
All
such
the
a
way
bit.
through. How many of us were in the lorry then?
I never forget when I bought that van.
Dan, so Dad, Nick, me, Dan, Zach, Josh,
You. Heidi.
Heidi.
8.
8 of us.
That was
That's
the first
when Mike-
time we ever
Mike was
drove it
grooming
anywhere.
Heidi then, wasn't he?
Huh?
That's when Mike was grooming Heidi.
Yeah.
Getting in early.
No.
Little ones to watch.
That was such a sick week.
Yeah,
That
so
was
you
so good.
and then Mike was in his van with Arth and Liam and Reese, and they had Reese's bike on the back of the van for most of the journey.
E250.
Was
Yeah,
Arth
right.
driving flat out?
No, we stopped in that town, didn't we?
Yeah.
And so I said, if you can drive now. He's like, yeah, all right. He's jumped in, and I went, speed bump. And he's like, yeah. He's hit the speed bump at like 50 or 60 mile an hour. The bike is just snapped off the back, and it's just getting dragged down the road on its
It was on the
side.
back doors of the van, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's almost, it goes on the tow bar.
I remember we got there and the bike was all like, because Reese had polished all the bike up and everything. hadn't
Yeah.
he? And it was all scratched. The brake lever was bent right round. Reese was pretty fuming about it, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit upset, I think, yeah.
But yeah, I remember like. Do you remember when he done that step up? We was getting him G'd up to do that step up on the side.
To be honest though, none of
Reese
us...
hadn't rode a solo, had he?
We didn't do it though, did we?
I done it once on the sidecar.
Did you?
Yeah, me and Josh did do it after we watched Reese do it.
I just remember Reese landing, and just tank slapper in. And
Skidded all up in that berm, didn't he?
Went up over the berm, didn't he? And then just come out the track a bit further down.
They got rid of that jump. I went back there. It's all gone, yeah.
Yeah, and he come back round, was well happy, dropped the bike, snapped the brake lever off.
In front of us, didn't he?
That's so
Yeah.
funny. That's when, because your week was over fucking early, wasn't it? Tuesday, your week was over.
No,
Yeah.
we done one day, and then we flooded our engines the second day.
Yeah, so Tuesday, Mike's week was over,
What day
wasn't
did
it?
we get there?
Sunday.
Oh, right.
Did we ride Sunday?
Yeah.
Monday, we
Oh, we went
ruined
to...
Santa Coloma.
Didn't you and Zach crash there?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
That-
First day.
That's got a good
Quite a
crash
big
on
crash.
It
as
was
well.
a bit like a step up onto the start bit,
Yeah.
wasn't
Back
it?
over front, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like a back over front. Literally just remember, Dad was like, you can hit that a bit harder, I reckon. I was like, alright, fucking whop. Straight over. Rock hard ground and all on it. Ripped all my
proper
jeans.
nailed
It was
it.
savage there.
Do you remember we went to walk the track and I just went straight over on my arse?
No.
Do you remember we was walking round and I just went wallop, we went down one of the hills?
Yeah, that was our first. No, that was your first go on a Zabel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then I'd been on a Zabel for a year already. We had new bikes. I put all the wrong wheel spaces in the back of the bike, so the wheel was all flopping around everywhere. And I rode it as well.
So yeah, we done Santa Coloma.
And then we were like, we want to go circuit to Barcelona.
Yeah, and then had a lot of rain. And
It rained, yeah. And we flooded the motors.
we didn't really walk the track, did we? And we looked for it's a bit wet, but it won't be so bad. I'm riding round and there's a massive puddle, and I thought I'll go steady through that. Obviously, I was only like 16, easily influenced, and Mike has come through it past me, absolutely flat out, and he's still going round. I thought, well, I'll just go for it flat out then.
Yeah.
Brrr.
That was the end of that.
And
little
next
part.
thing I know, your old man's going, I'm going to get your fucking toothbrush out the truck and scrub the inside of these motors with it.
Yeah.
And then we spent the day taking motors out,
Dad had to
stripping
build-
them apart
We
again.
took a motor in bits, didn't we? And Dad built it on the tail lift.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Laris Hendricks was coming down later on in the week, so he got us a piston.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. And then we managed to cobble another motor up later on in the week.
Mate,
Yeah,
what
done
a
some
mission.
mishaps.
Yeah, that was a mental day. And then the next day, so we stayed that night there. And then the next,
The next day was good.
Yeah. And then you had a big crash.
Yeah, and we changed a set of shocks over and the rod was bent and the shocks stayed down and that was a big crash.
Wasn't it the front wheel? Wasn't it the front wheel wouldn't spin round or something?
No. We bought a spare set of shocks off someone
Oh.
and the rod was bent. So like we'd been out already with my other shocks in, thought we'd dial these ones in the same.
Yeah.
Went down the straight. It went down. You know, you're going along, you're like, it's gone down, you're like, should have come back up by now. Then hit the next bump and
Yeah, Liam broke his wrist. And you stayed a week still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liam was just off his head on painkillers, wasn't he?
Oh, honestly, when we crashed, it was like I hit my head pretty hard, so I was seeing like funny shapes and stuff. I was like, oh, and he's laid there. Oh, and I'm thinking, you all right? Oh, and he just got up and come over like, you all right? And I was like, are you all right? And he was like, I broke my wrist, lot. And that was that.
Yeah, I remember.
So then after that, it didn't get much better, did it? Because you rode with me at
Figueres.
the last there, Figueres, and we had a crash then and all.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was funny though, wasn't it?
What was that another high side?
High side, slid it around. Mike stayed out too long, didn't he?
Yeah.
You kept the throttle on until we were facing the wrong way round.
We was laughing, rolling along backwards, then we just crashed.
Pig farm was so good, wasn't it? I used to love the pig farm.
That was a good track.
There was no crash at the Big Farm, was there?
I think that's the only place I actually rode. I didn't do much riding.
No, you rode at Old Van, obviously.
Oh yeah, Oldham's good. We are in that where that last place was. That place was rubbish.
Big
Right,
Farm.
now.
No, Figueres. So we went.
What's the one I had to step down on it or whatever it was?
Where was the one
Yeah,
where
Old Van.
someone had a wank in the woods?
Mate. Pig farm.
Oh, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Someone had a wank in the
Someone
woods.
had a wank.
We don't know who it was. But
That's disgusting.
Write in the comments who you think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was pretty tame after that, wasn't it? Oh no. Do you remember we was trying to get out of Barcelona?
What, we ended up in the ghetto?
Oh,
Ended
my
up in the
God.
ghetto. And
Oh,
then
mate. Yeah.
your dad lobbed the sat nav out the window.
Dad lobbed the sat nav out the window when we was trying to go to Old Van.
Oh,
Oh, it
it?
was, yeah, we're on
Yeah.
the way home,
I
yeah.
thought it was when we was on our way out of Barcelona.
No, I was going from a track to a track.
Yeah. On the way
So I remember we
out.
just suddenly pulled over and I was like, hey? And I just see this thing fly out the window and I was like,
It was a
going
good sat nav as well, like proper sat nav.
He'd already curb
yeah.
stomped it a load before he threw out the window, though. If
I
you remember rightly. He took it off the thing, stamped on it a load, and then threw it out the window. And then Nicky went and got it, threw it back in. We
I
drove.
think it was a new addition for that season, wasn't it?
It was like 250 quid or something.
Didn't he drive off without your mum in it as you got in my van?
Nah. I remember the sat nav ended up back in the van. We got about half mile down the road, and it said turn left. And us lot nearly pissed ourselves laughing. Did some smash bits, couldn't see the
Well,
screen.
do you
or
remember-
anything.
was that when we were trying to nick Heidi's ice cream and then the cutlery drawer opened and all the cutlery fell out?
Yeah.
That used to happen all the time.
We got rumbled, didn't we? Big time.
Yeah. It was not good.
That was a good trip.
Yeah, I think it was pretty tame after that. Right.
I don't
So-
remember anything.
Besides the broken wrist, the wank in the woods, the sat nav being smashed up.
2 motors getting destroyed.
Yeah. You crashing.
Mark Reese's bike falling off the back of the van.
Yeah. It was actually pretty great.
Filed the old
pretty
handlebars down.
productive.
It was a good week, yeah.
I didn't do any crashing that week.
Oh.
Oh no, I did with Mark, yeah. Yeah, we was trying to name cities beginning with...
Our countries beginning with letters through the alphabet.
Yeah, we
you,
got
said,
to
you said
G.
G and Josh A said Jamaica.
Do you know what I mean? If anyone, he should know.
We was obviously trying to entertain ourselves.
We played a lot of pontoon.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's mad, wasn't it? But yeah, so... Then, yeah, you come back in 18, didn't you, rode Matt Connor?
Did the season with Matt. Yeah.
Over jump to jump.
That was 19.
No.
I'm sure we wasn't.
No, because you
That
weren't
was
properly
18.
kitted up.
Oh,
You
were
were
we
like,
not?
you know, you
Oh,
were,
no, yeah,
18.
we sent that tabletop down the hill so far down the hill.
What did you make of riding it, mate? It was a decent rider, wasn't it? But you had some crashes, didn't you?
Did a lot of crashing.
When did you crash? So that big over jump was pretty good. Like
I can't believe we didn't.
deserved
That's
it.
a good video. That's
I
such a good
can't
video.
believe we didn't die there. We jumped it the first lap, and I thought, "Fucking hell, Matt, don't jump it that far." And we then jumped it to flat down the bottom of that Roxton.
Legend.
That was
He
savage.
didn't want to be casing that.
You had
No,
a
we
big crash of
definitely
weights, Colm. Knock yourself out.
Yes, but knocked me through. That nearly killed Matt. That bad wheel landed on his head. His ears were purple for like 3 weeks.
Nice.
But it knocked me straight through the chest down fence in there.
Big crash at Wolverley.
Big crash at knocked myself out there. Big crash at Wolverley.
You explained
SMX.
a lot, didn't it?
I
Yes,
don't know
SMX.
any of these crashes.
The SMX, we crashed every time we rode at the SMX.
You knocked yourself out a few times, Jim, haven't you?
I've been unconscious a few times now, mate. You was there the first time. First time was at Langrish. Thanks to Mike Morris.
Like, got a massive wooden pole.
You weren't
through
unconscious though.
I'm pretty hard. Wouldn't have been far off. Where else? I can't really remember now.
No, I'm
We
surprised.
did quite a bit of crashing.
Then
Yeah.
what? So you done 2 seasons with Matt.
2 seasons with
and
Matt.
we signed up.
Me and you signed up. Did all the winter. It was going well. And COVID happened.
Yeah, and then I sacked you.
Then he broke my leg.
Oh yeah, and then I sacked
Then
you.
he sacked me. which was nice of you. Did it over the phone as well. You can break up with me like a real man.
Oh, you was meant to come around helping me with the truck. I'd have done it then.
I couldn't walk. Just got stuck in bed with the ex. Well happy.
Cotched. No one has said cotched for a long time.
Bringing it back. Then what?
Yeah. So, then you were over Etheridge.
Did the season with
Wrapped up
Etheridge.
in Nora.
That's up Nora. Lightweight, baby.
Then
That
what?
was good
Liam.
fun. And 2 seasons with Liam.
How was your GP experience? This is what we've had a question about that. What did you? So you done what GPs did you?
Did Red Bray in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And then I tried to do cusses.
This was last season.
Last season, yeah.
So how did Red Bray go for you? Like,
Not fantastic. I wasn't too worried about it. We was in quite good form. We were riding quite well together. I was quite looking
doing
forward
well at
to
the
it.
net.
We're doing well at the net.
Cleaning that.
Didn't you get a rock in the face at Redbray?
I broke my finger.
Your first lap of
My
the
first lap of
qualifying
qualifying, a house brick come up, first corner, something like a house brick come out, hit me in the finger, and snapped my finger clean into 2 pieces. And then about 3/4 of the way through the lap, the ECU unplugged, I think, off the bike, so that was the end of that. I come back, my finger was absolutely leaking. You could wobble my finger where there wasn't a knuckle. Then just slept on it, because there was automatic qualification, and went out for the first lap of the first race. We had no free practice either, did we? Rained off.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I had to pass a grip test in the morning. And mate, he grabbed hold of my hand and maybe picked me up by my finger. I could feel it all like bending in itself. And I was like, yeah, that's sound. He's alright, you passed. So I just taped it all together. And the first, exact same place I broke my finger, something come up and hit me in the forehead. Split straight my goggles, split my forehead into 2 pieces. And coming to the third corner, I could just see 2 pools of blood. Filled my goggles up fully. But,
Firmly got some points though, didn't you?
not in that race, I don't think. I think that race, it was the
I think
second
the
race.
second race you did, yeah.
Second race would come 18th if it wasn't for whoever Robbie Bax was on with cheating last corner of the last race. Come off the track, come out four bike legs on the inside of us on the left, just overtook us on the like that. Livid, mate. I just did. Fucking
Cheating?
livid, mate. I was fuming. I wasn't. I was so happy to get off that bike.
First points. I
First
remember
point.
me and George were pitballing you actually, because George wasn't riding and I'd already broke down. So
Yeah. That was hard work. So I had a broken ankle as well. I broke my ankle at work about 6 weeks prior,
Animal.
which was good fun.
So why have you not done more GPs, do you think? I mean, when we talk about you on the podcast, we sort of say you're a really good passenger, but you just say you ain't done what
We
you
was
should
going to have a
done.
good year 2020, weren't we? I think.
Probably, yeah.
It was looking alright. And then COVID happened and I stopped training.
I think you just need to get your head down again, Jim.
Who's going to be the fastest when you all turn into quad guys? I can guarantee it will be Jim for a corner, because we've had a quad experience between the us lot, haven't we?
Oh,
When we went
France.
south-
Oh my god.
I was fast.
Jim was rapid, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then, so we was at a fun fair and they had little quad bikes and like a little round track. And we're racing around, obviously, we're all way faster than everyone there. Like, I think Harry Walker and that was there and we were smoking. And,
How old were we? This is 2000 and...
me and Jim
10.
were 9.
Yeah.
10, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So we were 10 and you were 13. And we were smoking them up on the quads. And then I remember we was having a 3-way battle. And Jim has just T-boned some child, and he's gone absolutely flying.
I went up over the top over
Flip-flops,
everyone.
like he had flip-flops on. It was like full holiday mode.
Yeah.
And then they were racing, proper racing.
Proper nailed him.
You know when it's like, this is fun, it's got bad. It's
Got,
got really bad.
it's got dangerous very quick.
There were
I remember
kids
going to the
crying.
fun fair, and that was the only thing we went on all
Yeah.
night. Like we went on it over and over and over again.
Yeah, just tearing up the quads.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon?
And Heidi couldn't go on anything because of her finger.
She had big old Burger King.
She had the old bad finger.
We just wasted talent.
Yeah.
Is Jim making a
If Jim
comeback?
could learn to, he would be dangerous. Really
It was,
dangerous.
it was established quite young. I was a passenger, wasn't it?
Yeah, you crashed into a tree.
Went up the tree.
You crashed into a fence post when we were really young in the back garden.
Yeah, I must have only been about 3 years old then.
You've crashed every single vehicle that you've ever owned.
I haven't crashed a Land Rover.
Except
yet.
one. Yeah, what? Except one.
Have you actually not crashed the
I've actually not crashed it.
You normally try and keep your crashes a secret.
Yeah, I
Do you
do
know that
that.
time we zip tying your bonnet down when you see it IB for,
That
and
was
then next thing you know, it was on its roof.
I've still got a picture of the Seat actually on my phone.
We zip tied his bonnet down, yeah. I was like, you know, you're not going to be able to open your bonnet. He's like, don't need to open that.
I wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
Rolled it.
If you could have a 1-lap GP at any track, which would it be?
I want to go Roxton again.
What?
Yeah?
It's in a GP.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Well, I was just thinking about Roxton. That was a good track. That. Did you ride there?
Yeah, Dan has read that.
I quite enjoyed that.
So someone's asked, not on the subject of Jim, is the current pace at the top comparable to the Williamson-Surgis era?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd say was different about Williamson's era was he was so much better than everyone else. Like how much better he was than all the others was ridiculous.
Yeah, like he was 4 seconds lap before.
But you won't see that ever again, I don't think.
No.
Because I think Williamson was developing his own bike,
Right.
whereas now the guys at the top ride his bike.
Yeah.
So
because I bet Daniel's bike from back then, I mean, Williamson-Surgis era, that was 2000, so it would be quite a bit different, wouldn't it?
But from 2005, probably 2004, 2005 to 6, 7, 8, he was unbelievable amounts better.
Yeah. So probably his bike in 2008 was leaps and bounds.
Yeah, I would say so. Because I think that was 08, 07, 08 was the first WSP bikes.
Right.
He was still on VMC before that.
Yeah. He sort of stitched himself really, didn't he? Because he was so fast that he could... Basically, his passengers were like ticking time bombs, weren't they?
Yeah,
They just couldn't hang on. There was probably Verbrugge, Ruto got there eventually, didn't he?
Yeah. Casper's obviously did it. Casper's was the first one to hang in there. Except for Daniel's brother, Casper's was the first one to do it for 2 years. And he won 2 titles. But actually when Daniel rode with Casper's, Surgis was still on his pace, like they were still similar pace, but Surgis started having bad luck. Then 04, 05, then it started.
I just remember it being the Williamson show, like
definitely.
Yellow bike, number 1, and that he was going to win.
Yeah.
I would say, I think if you put Daniel Williamson into any era, he's going to win.
Yeah.
Like you see him at the Italian Grand Prix this year, riding with, who'd you ride with?
I don't know.
That
Gabor. Gabor, yeah. Oh yeah, it was with Gabor, yeah.
He was, no word of a lie, he was catching the two in front. He was catching Prune and Hermans.
Yeah, when you say that, I do actually agree that maybe, you could never beat Daniel.
No.
You won't see someone as good as Daniel again.
I think he'd smoke anyone in any era.
Yeah.
So...
It's hard to argue with that.
I don't reckon he'd beat Jim and Liam at a net though, but...
No, just...
If he gets a Dalton
champs,
race,
aren't they?
it's for stomping
It's
ground,
like
isn't
doing
it?
it a rainy night in Stoke or whatever.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. Can he do it at Dalton? Don't think so.
So yeah, there's the Jim Kinge question. But what we were going to talk a little bit about Mark's first season back in 2015
Yeah.
when he was racing
Out the van.
silly little van from Mazda. But yeah, like I remember Mike going to Holland and just it was at that practice track on it, and he was just mullering everything.
Yeah, doing
You
practice
were
starts.
fast that year though, Mike. I'll give you that.
Yeah, you were fast, because I remember going to Frome and you had 6th overall or 5th overall at the first British.
Yeah.
Broke my nose there.
Stone?
Yeah, come out of Helen's back wheel. You know, it's like it had like a long right hander, didn't it?
Yeah.
As you come back round, I see it coming. You know, you just see it coming. I was like, so I thought I ducked enough, and it didn't. It just smashed me straight on the nose.
Yeah, that's shit.
I'd
What
say-
else? We went to that Geldermalsen. No, we went to, what's it called, Dan? Narainen.
Narainen, yeah.
And you were doing practice starts and bouncing the chair wheel off that bank every lap. And I was like, fucking hell, that's a bit rough. And then next day, the chair wheel was off.
I just tell you something. I doubled in and doubled out, and then ended up in the trees.
Yeah, I remember seeing on the side of the track the chair wheel off, and I thought, that chair wheel's got every right to not be on that bike anymore.
Yeah, the old spindle's completely snapped.
That was your first weekend riding with Hainsey, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's good. That was. I rammed someone.
Oh dear.
I think it's like Jimmy Van Gennep or someone.
Oh.
Like this was back in the day when I was probably.
I can almost guess where you done it and all.
Yeah.
There's that right hander into that.
Yeah.
Was it like that right hander like that?
Yeah. Basically, into the left before. So there was a left and then 15 ski jumps and then that right.
Yeah.
15 ski
There's
jumps.
a
remember
lot
how
of
many ski
there's
jumps
like
There were
28
so
ski
many
jumps
ski
on there.
jumps
Yeah.
on
I
there.
remember my back was fucked.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether he did or not, but Josh said he rammed him in the left, and he was like, obviously Josh was quite fiery, wasn't he? So he was like, ram him back, and I was like, all right, mate. So I T-boned him, and it was so bad, like. And after the race, he come up to me, and I shit my whole pants.
Yeah.
Like honestly, nearly cried.
That's funny, that is.
That was when we told Hyde that strawberry water comes from lakes of strawberries growing in.
Strawberry water come from strawberry rivers.
Yeah.
She believed it as well.
An absolute turd.
It's good though. What
Yeah.
about where else did we go that year?
Did you much more crashing that year, Mike? You must have done. I just remember watching you and it looked really dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight away.
when did Liam didn't break his back that year, did he?
Year after, Liam broke his back at Canada Heights.
It's a shame, really. Like Liam had a bit of bad luck, didn't he? And then sort of.
Yeah, but weren't you telling him to stop being a pussy or whatever?
Yeah, I was like, stop being a fucking pussy.
You know when you ride at Canada Heights, you ride off the track, it's quite narrow, isn't it? Liam was laying down on the exhaust and Mike was smashing his head off the poles.
Yeah, I felt bad afterwards. He melted his actual his arm on the exhaust pipe.
Mate.
He's there going, you best be fucking broken.
You best have broke it.
Yeah.
That was the day. Oh, was it that day?
Rode with Scotty G that day, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah, that was my debut.
What year was
Scotty
that?
G, wasn't it?
Oh, that's 15. 16. In 16 there, me and Dad had a massive argument because I didn't do any practice starts. Because they didn't do practice starts off the concrete, they did them off the thing. And I was like, it's pointless doing practice starts off the fucking thing. And then so I didn't do any practice starts. Dad was going mental about it. And then literally, I dropped the clutch out of the gate for the first race and the chain snapped.
You could have fucking wrote it.
Yeah, I know.
That was definitely the same day that I left the fuel off as well and done the start line and then the bike cut out.
Really?
And then I had to like pretend the bike had broken down.
Well, did you miss the whole race?
Yeah. And I realised when I was pushing the bike back that I had turned the fuel off. Because I just went up the start line and as I got to the top it just went "Brrr." And I was like, I see stuff, innit? So I just rolled down the hill, pulled off, watched the race, and then, on the way back I thought, mate.
You wasn't on.
Yeah. But again, I'm 15 years old. Who's leaving me to turn the fuel on? So I got back and I thought, I was trying to, honestly, you know when you're worrying the whole way home, your dad's going, gonna have to take that motor apart, gonna have to take that motor apart. And I was like, yeah. It's so weird, like still compression and everything. I'm like, yeah, weird. And then on Monday in the garage, I had to say, yeah, I left the fuel off.
Did you have to like sort of like pace yourself about a little bit?
I
like
said it and fucking run away.
I bet that took some manning up to go tell him.
Yeah, like it made me a man that day.
He used to do it to me at GPs all the time. Do the first race, come in, and then go out for the second race. And I'll be riding the bike down to the pit box. The bike just go, brrr. Oh, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, he's left the fucking fuel off again.
Had it on its side.
Yeah.
that's the only nice thing about the old fuel injected bikes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't need to worry about that.
Done an hour.
It don't start, so
Yeah, just press the button and do a prayer, press the button. Yeah, but we've done an hour, I reckon
I
we
think
can.
that's pretty good. But like, Jim Kinge, have you got anything you want to say? Anything on the Sidecar situation currently that you actually care about?
Nah.
Couldn't give a shit.
Good lad.
Looking forward to get back. Do a bit of riding next year, I think.
Who was your favourite rider you've ever ridden with?
We had a good time. Liam Mooney.
Oh,
Never ridden with you.
sickening.
So
Yeah, you have.
I'm 2-0
Done a
for
British,
favourite
mate.
riders.
British, yeah.
Who else we get?
Nah, I'm saying Liam. Me and
What,
Liam.
next guest?
Yeah.
I think we need to get like Joe Miller. or
Get in the
something.
comments, let us know who you'd like to see on the podcast and we can do our best to try and get them.
Yeah.
Is that what we think?
Kerwin.
Could be
Yeah,
Kerwin.
Kerwin would be a
would
good
be
pod.
Kerwin's an option. Yeah.
Here are some good stories.
Don't play about that. Don't play about it because you're making a lot of noise.
Oh, sorry.
Just leave it like
It's
that.
falling off.
Yeah.
So we probably won't be able to hear any of that.
No,
but
so we'll have to leave that bit
run
up.
the jingle. See you in a
Right,
bit.
jingle it up. Yeah.
I feel like that was a decent pod.
Bye bye.